Alright, this run uses a pretty cool strat involving Onion on Tiger and getting multiple uses out of it. So going with Tiger, Mammoth in the front, and then having the Onion so it goes to the back and becomes Tiger Turkey to buff like the summon units that are already getting buffed by the Mammoth. So you got kind of like a scaling and a summon squad. It's a pretty cool team, and thanks for someone suggesting this in the comments because I didn't really think about putting Onion on Tiger to actually do this, but it turns out it's a pretty good strat. Only problem is it's going to be even more susceptible to snipes because you don't have like Melon or you don't have a 1-up on it. So yeah, definitely losing to those teams. And I ran into a lot of sniper teams because a lot of these games are going super late game. So there's a lot of leopards. Like Crocs also kind of destroyed me. Just snipers in general kind of ruin this team. But if you don't go into any snipers, as you'll see, this team absolutely destroys. Really broken and a lot of fun. But thought I would take a quick moment to talk about like the 1v1 meta in this game. There is a tournament that's coming up. Philip and some other people as well. I believe it's FBL and Kelby are also kind of hosting this tournament. It takes place in like a couple weeks, I think. And I mean, it should be pretty interesting. There hasn't been like a big tournament in quite a while for Super Auto Pets. If you want to join, you can make sure you're in SAP Discord or SAP Dojo Discord, and it should be under like indie events or something like that. There is like a prize pool, so I guess that could be an incentive as well. But the 1v1 meta right now is kind of weird because it involves so much around the tier ups. I mean, obviously tier ups are a really big part of this game. It's a lot of fun. Also, I probably should have just pilled onto the chipmunk so I could get 2 melons here. Guess I forgot to do that though, and thought I was just going to sell the chipmunk. And I don't know, actually, yeah. Maybe it was just a 6-6 and I didn't want to actually sell it yet. But positioning the pug in the back for draws. So yeah, the fact that it's based so much on tier ups means that there's a ton of RNG, because obviously you can't really predict what tier ups you're going to get, and this means that rolling and just trying to find the specific things that you already have ends up being really good, because you can find like early seal or early monkey or like early buffalo, whatever it is. It ends up being a huge advantage if you can actually get it. The pack 2 meta right now is definitely like Lotto, where you save all of your level ups for turn 5 to get early tier 4s, because you can get early bison, early llama, early buffalo, and then like, I mean, there's really not that, like the worst hits you can get are like skunk and rooster, and skunk's not a terrible ability and rooster's not a terrible buff target. Like, I mean, you can also get like lobster buffs, you can get like level 3 fish into like llama or whatever, or bison. There's just ways to instantly win, and you really don't have to think about what you're doing whatsoever, and it's like it just kind of autopilots, and it makes it so you don't really have to be that good at this game to actually win against like the best players in the world, I guess, if there is such a thing in Super Auto Pets. It always feels weird to say that, but yeah. So like the pack 2 meta is kind of annoying, but I mean, pack 1 is still somewhat viable, but there's also a problem with pack 1 where the pack 1 meta is like tier 5 Lotto, because tier 5s are so good. You can get early shark, which is like a tempo and a scaling unit. You can get turkey, which is crazy tempo with summons. You can get early seal, which is great scaling. You can get early monkey, which is also nice scaling. And like, I mean, there's just so many good options that it makes it so it's very much like the optimal thing, kind of. It feels like, to just end up rolling a lot to try to get these tier ups. And it feels, I don't know, it just feels kind of weird, and maybe a reason why I'm not enjoying 1v1s as much. I also just tend to not enjoy 1v1s that much because of like positioning and the pressure, I guess. It's a lot chiller to just play like arena or to play lobbies, because you don't have to like think about every single decision that will probably be the difference between winning and losing. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's good for competitive for sure, because you know, having it so it's the most skill intensive possible, I guess, is the way you want it for competitive stuff. But this game probably not a game that many people think to take like seriously competitive. But you know, it is what it is, I guess, as people say. And I don't know, maybe the meta will be better in the future, but because of the level up system, it feels like it's always going to be pretty RNG based, and just no matter, even if they like nerf the scalers, it doesn't really matter, it feels like, because like it's still going to be an advantage. I'm not really sure what the solution to this problem is, if they even like consider it a problem. Like obviously the tier up gambling is a part of the like fun of the game. It's just nice to be able to have a random chance to get like a good units, I guess, early on. But When the whole meta like kind of revolves around it, it does feel a little bad. But you know, it's okay. I don't want to complain too much because like the game has gotten more balanced. Like the devs have done a pretty good job of listening to the community and such. That yeah, I think overall the game is more balanced than it was before at least. Like before, it felt like there was just a lot of broken stuff. Also, get to see a Pteranodon pill with a level 2 turtle. That's 4 melons right there. Melons for the entire team. And yeah, the meta before, it was like everything was kind of broken, so it didn't feel like there's too many things that were broken, but it was still, I don't know, kind of broken. It's hard to balance a game, I guess. Like you can't really please everyone because if you try to appease like the competitive players, I guess then you might upset the casuals and also vice versa. But love those eagle spawns, by the way. Got like a warthog and a reindeer or something. I mean, it is a custom pack, so all the tier sixes are pretty much very good except for Tiger. So really stacking the deck and going for this insane summon team. A lot of Warthogs, but I found that Warthog was a little bit trickier to get going because you actually have to scale it, and since I'm just going with summons, it's pretty difficult to do. And like 1-up Warthog, not really the same effect as 1-up Mammoth, because, I mean, yeah, you'd pretty much get no stats. Love the Octo spawns, the Orca spawns, just like Ego's broken, man, in customs especially. So good. Level 3 Turkey, so nice. And then getting an extra 9/9 on all of these things to get maybe a little bit protection. So if we happen to run into like a lynx or like, I don't know, a woodpecker or something, it's not actually going to kill my team, which is going to be nice. But yeah, there's the tiger. So not really used for it yet. Hopefully to find this mammoth, the pteranodon. You know, I can't put the eagle in front. The positioning in this round especially, I guess, is going to be quite weird. So tiger, turkey makes sense. And then I guess it doesn't actually matter the position, does it? Because it's going to use the trigger anyway. You don't get to save the triggers if the thing flies off the screen. But yeah, mammoth is going to be some pretty big stats. Not going to be enough though. Going to lose that round. But this turn is where it's really going to pop off. Because now the build is kind of complete. Well, not really. Actually, I still need the onion, but once I get the onion and also a 1-up on the mammoth and a 1-up on the eagle, then the build will be complete. So it's like, it's getting there, you know? 1-up eagle is going to be so nice. The pteranodon going to give an extra spawn, and then the 1-up's also going to give an extra spawn. So we're getting 3 spawns out of this eagle. You can see a lot of stats. Oh, wait, no, I only have level 1 pteranodon, so not quite yet, but a lot of stats from the mammoth because of tiger and the pteranodon and octo spawn. Love that. Gonna be quite nice. And then there's level 3 eagle. So the main thing actually in this strat is to just level up the tiger, because you actually get double value when you level up the tiger, because it will be tiger mammoth, and then when you onion it, it'll go to the back and be tiger turkey. So it is very much worth leveling up over pretty much everything else. Although eagle also really important. They replaced my 1-up there, so only got a draw. They also were lemon crab, interesting strats. There is level 2 tiger, and I could take level 2 pteranodon here. Seems pretty good. And still need this 1-up mammoth, and still need the onion. It's getting pretty late game. It's a tricky thing to set up because like so many things are necessary. But even without like the 1-up mammoth, still getting a ton of stats from this guy. Just really wish I could get the onion to kind of show off the extra stats that I would get on these eagle spawns. Because you can see that warthog was massive already. Getting that extra 9/9 was really nice. There's the level 2 pteranodon, and can I get the onion? There is a 1-up, so even more stats now. Now, that also means that pteranodon is going to just double activate the mammoth, but, I mean, that works for me too. That's so many stats. Probably going to get almost to 50 here. Yeah, 50, 49 eagle, and the level 3 orca spawn. This team was a full 50-50 with melon team, and look at it. I beat that team. That shows how insane this team can be. Granted, did get some pretty lucky spawns there, but still just absolutely crazy. And I mean, it is the very last turn, so it's a little sad that I didn't get it until now, but there is the onion, and now the build is finally complete. Of course, it takes 18 turns to get this, but still really cool. And another pretty close to 50-50 team, gonna get all those stats, and you can see it go to the back. And now look at those spawns. Absolutely massive. Actually, like, too many. I was hoping for, like, I don't know, Pteranodon didn't really help there because I didn't have enough room anyway. But still a really cool build. Wish I maybe got to show off the Tiger Turkey a little bit more, but there are some bonus clips. Slightly different run, but pretty similar team here. Tiger Mammoth, Warthog for more stats, and then Tiger Turkey is going to give these Rooster Chicks a ton of stats here. And 31-16 and a 23 attack one as well. Just overall really solid. And then another different team. This one is the full summon squad, where Tiger, Turkey, and Double Eagle. This was the one. And 39-39 Octospawn is absolutely crazy. Thanks for watching. See ya.